My name is Michael Cook, and this is Blue Giant Media. We're here to help you find, learn, and play the games that you love. Today, we're going to take a look at what's inside the box of Daniel Solis' Junk Orbit by Renegade Games. Alright, so let's take a look at what's inside of Junk Orbit. So right off the bat, I will say, while I have been told that the table presence or the shelf presence of this box is kind of high because of its different shape, I will say that I am not a fan of the shape of this box. It's just, I want to be able to fit everything efficiently on my shelf, and a cylinder is just not conducive to that. So, let's say that right off the bat. So let's see what we have in here. A bunch of baggies, which is nice. I always like when they send you some baggies. The other thing that throws me a little bit with a cylindrical box is, I'm not surprised, the rulebook's all bent up. It's a small thing, but small things add up. So we've got a couple wooden tokens here, which are going to be used to represent your ships as you move them around the different planets in their orbits. Sorry for all the sound there. Okay, so we've got pretty decent thickness cardboard. So it's not too bad quality there. So that's nice. I'm assuming that a bunch of these bags are going to be holding the different colored pieces here. There's pretty nice art. Definitely whimsical, fun. Okay. Let's take a quick second and I'll organize this. Alright, so now I've got everything sorted out here by color, and the rulebook says that there are 128 of these different junk pieces. So there's a lot of variety to be had there. And you see that they're color-coded, and they're color-coded based off of where they're going to be positioned out into play. So whenever space is emptied over here that is highlighted in red, you're going to take a tile that's highlighted in red. So like this one right here is for Mexico City. And it's worth 6 points once delivered to Mexico City. So all the ones that are red are going to be delivered either to the moon or to Earth. Likewise, all the ones that are on Earth are either going to be delivered to Moon, Mars, or one of its two satellites, moons, what have you. The only thing that I see confusing at all about the iconography and art on here, and it's not confusing, I guess that's the wrong word, but maybe problematic, is that you can see on here in the bottom corner, you see a 2+ and a 4+. Well, that means that, you know, this one is only going to be used if there are 4 or more players. So if I put all of these into one bag, that means when I dump out all the red ones, I'm then going to have to sift through them if I'm playing with 2 or 3 players to make sure that I don't have too many of these, because it's based off of the number of pieces of junk. It's sort of the countdown timer. So I can foresee that being a little bit of an issue, just making setup take a touch longer, but I'll cover that more later. As far as the components though, I like the art, I like the quality of the cardstock, I like the amount of pieces there are for your money. The biggest things that I don't like that I can see right off the bat is just, it's this round box. So now let's put everything in bags and put everything back in the box and see how things look. Alright, so I'm going to make a recommendation based off of what I found here. So what I did is I took all the 2+ tiles for each color and separated them here. And there are no 3+ tiles, so for 2 or 3 player game, you're going to use the same setup here. For 4 players, you're going to add this extra moon, and these, I put all the 4+ tiles in here. They're only in red and blue. And then for 5 players, you're also going to add this, and then you're going to add just these tiles, which are also just red and blue, that are for 5+. So I kind of did that to make it so the setup will be a little bit more streamlined, and then I put all of these, which are going to be your starting junk pieces, in here, and I just put all of the starting, or the player player cards and the little spaceships in here. So I think that is going to help setup things. So now I'll put everything back into the box. Okay. I will say that some people really like to punch out their components. So some of those people might be slightly disappointed that they don't get to punch everything out and post. If anybody's on any of those Facebook pages, they have their "What Did I Punch" posts. You won't be seeing any of them for Junk Orbit, but it is kind of nice that everything's all punched out. Although, like I said, some people do love to punch everything out. But there's Junk Orbit. Now you know what's inside the box of Daniel Solis' Junk Orbit by Renegade Games. If you want to see this game set up, first couple rounds of play, or a review of this game, check the description below and we'll be adding links. You'll also find there a link to macronovagames.com where you can buy this game and many others. If you want to see any games reviewed, unboxed, set up, or played, let us know in the comments below and we'll make sure to make those videos as fast as we can. And if you want to buy a game that Macronova Games doesn't have in stock, just let them know and they'll add it to the store as quick as they can. Until next time, we want to thank you very much for watching and remind you that one man's trash is another man's treasure. Have a wonderful day.